Welcome back here to another morning card video. It is nice and early, 6:12 in the morning. Last video we had gone through a bunch of mail here and opened up a bunch of cards to put in this binder here. This is my Scarlet and Violet era binder. So just a quick recap here. And this was, if you remember, this was the last card I had opened. It had showed up pretty bent. I decided to try to kind of rebend it, and it actually turned out pretty decent. So I wouldn't normally do that with a card, especially if it was, a little bit more expensive, but I figured, hey, why not just try? Literally just like kind of repositioned it, rebent it a bit, and yeah, it actually turned out pretty nice here. So we had just a quick recap of the cards that we had gotten. Again, a bunch of these, pretty much all of these are from the games, Scarlet and Violet, and are meant to kind of fill out this binder here before the new era, before Winds and Waves comes out. So yeah, got Iron Valiant, Roaring Moon, Terrapagos here. We got Raging Bolt. We got Entei, or not Entei. This is oh man, Raging Bolt. Shoot. I forget. I'll flash it on the screen. This one did end up showing up, Walking Wake. So I really like this one. This is a nice, kind of matches, each one has a bit of a different color scheme. The green, yellow, and blue here, which I really like. This showed up just this last week. Koraidon, Arven, Lacey, Kieran with the creeper in the background, Professor Sada's Vitality, Professor Toro Scenario. This one I actually just got at a card show yesterday. I went to, it was actually, I think my first card show. It was just a small one at a local mall here, but there was, I want to say like 30, maybe 40 vendors. And it was a lot of fun. I was just there for maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, and it was exhausting. There's a lot of cards to look at, but this is going to go, so I've actually kind of combined, this is Scarlet and Violet as well as Legend ZA. I thought, might as well kind of combine these in the same binder here. So that's going to go towards the back in the Legend section. Naveen, who's a character from Legend ZA here. And then the trio, Baxcalibur, Artabax, I think. I never never did look those up. Frigibax. Never looked this one up either, but I think it's Sinistra. Yeah, Sinistra. Gimme Ghoul. Little, gimme that. little gremlin. And then, yeah, this guy showed up too, Guldango. So these are connecting artworks here as well, which is kind of neat. And then Armarouge and Serledge. Yep. So that is the haul here. And today we're going to be reorganizing this stack into this binder. So first, what we're going to do though is look through the binder. I'm just going to give you kind of a tour through what I've got so far. We're going to take most, if not kind of all that out, and then reorganize the pages around the cards that we got in the mail here. So I'm going to quick take a sip of some tea here. That's the stuff. And let's get into it. So first page here is dedicated to the starters. So in the last video I mentioned what I really enjoyed through this era is connecting artworks. I think early on I really just kind of went for it with a bunch of different evolution lines. So I think, yeah, my starter was Quaxley. I played with two other friends, and we each decided to choose a starter and go with it. The two of them I don't think enjoyed the game as much, which again, totally get. It was really buggy, glitchy early on, so it was a bit of a tough pill to swallow. But I had chosen Quaxley here. I do like Quaxley. He's got a fun design. I don't care for the the later evolutions. Ended up being this like Spanish or Portuguese dancing bird here, which is kind of fun. But I think if I could go back, I would either choose Fuecoco or Miascarada. Probably Fuecoco. Honestly, he's just a little lad with a slice of cheese on his belly. Can't see it in this illustration here, but and I really love the connecting artwork here of just strolling through a supermarket, having a nice time. I don't think I mentioned last time either, I do collect a mix of Japanese and English. For the most part Japanese, just because it's so much cheaper to get like the art rares and a bunch of other cards. And then for some of the like final evolutions, I guess I go with English. I don't know if, if I were to collect these again, I don't know if I would go that route, just because Japanese seems to have a little bit better quality. Their texturing seems to be a bit better. I think early on in this era too, the texture is just a lot more subtle compared to the Sword and Shield era, or I mean, even if you go back to like, I think it was Black and White, where they first started doing texturing, that era, the texture is like really pronounced. So, but yeah, you'll see a mix of Japanese and English as we're going through here, and I don't mind not being able to read some of the stuff here. I mostly collect it just for the art, so I'm okay doing either. I think I had mentioned before too, I've tried to so far kind of arrange it partially is by like theme, and I've also found that like binders for me have kind of become almost this like visual journal. This one has taken 3 years to put together. I started in 2023, and I kind of like keeping cards that I got around specific times near each other. I don't know, it just like brings me back to that time of like, oh yeah, I remember when when the set first came out and I got Penny here, or I remember when I got Wailord. And I guess that is a bit mixed here. Some of these cards are later on or not, but I think that is a part of how I like to organize binders, is around just sort of the feeling of what was going around that time for me. So but yeah, as you can see, this is sort of like kind of more morning vibes, which is fitting for right now, or just sort of that like, a lot of these have like light streaming in from this side. I just really love this. This card is just so warm and relaxing. It's by Okacheke. Really love their artwork. Their art in the series, there's a bunch of cards I can put up on the side here as well to show that off. But yeah, this is from the base set, and just really loved the lighting. And this Ninetales here could be like top, I don't know, maybe in the top 5 from this era. It's just such it gives off really like kind of storybook vibes, like Lord of the Rings or some sort of like fantasy, book here. And just the pose with Ninetales' tails being spread out and almost like floating. Also gives very like kind of fall cozy vibe. So really, really love that one. That's by, I'm probably gonna butcher, but it's C or Sai Nanahara. They've got a lot of great art. I think they had a Hisuian Zora in an earlier set, and then they also actually did a couple cards for Pokemon Pocket, the Lugia and Ho-Oh. So yeah, and this is kind of like a, water sort of vibes here. I think I tried to do like kind of lighter, above the water, just at the surface, and then like in the middle, and then below. But I really like that Meryl. I forget if I pulled that one or bought that one, but I've had that one for a while now. Usually I'll put like my favorite, or one of my favorite illustrations, like right in the middle. So this Wailord is a good example of that. I've always loved Wailord. Gen 3 is one of my favorites. Just right around that time in childhood where, stuff is magical, and I've always loved whales for some reason, and Wailord is just one big derpy whale. I love this artwork. It's so like silly, but there's probably some like referencing here to, I don't know, the framing and pose of Wailord is just like really unique. It's like right down the middle. This Viking ship in the background here. Love the colors of it. The like, I don't know if it's sunrise or sunset. The coral around it. Just a really, really beautiful card. So, also like this Mantike. It's a fun, playful one there. All right, and then yeah, you'll see like throughout I just have some pages with some like kind of commons and holos, and typically that's from when I actually open stuff. I don't open stuff all the time, just kind of every once in a while. So I think these are from, I believe Scarlet and Violet, and then Paldea Evolved as well. Those were two sets early on that I had opened, and just some commons and uncommons and holos from those sets here. And I do like having like a mix of art rares, special art rares, these half arts, holos, this sort of thing. I think this is Neo Kimura. Again, probably butchered that. I really like their style. It seems to be more of like almost like a colored pencil, kind of softer illustration. Jumpluff is another one of my favorite mons from Gen 2, and then that's Okacheke Pikachu, I believe. Faulkner was always one of my favorite gym leaders. For some reason, it's got kind of a boring team, but I always loved to probably because it is like blue and white and that sort of vibe. So, right, and then this is obviously you can see more of like a snow theme here. Again, the middle, usually one of my favorites, and this Articuno right up there with the Ninetales as one of my favorites for sure. I think, this is by Kuromori. And again, just a really unique framing, almost this like picture frame with this like ice and frozen plants, and in the background there's like clouds billowing. Really like the pose of Articuno here, spread out. The blues and the whites. Just really captures a unique frame here, and very calming or almost like mystical. Love that. The Snorunt, really cute here. There's a imprint of another one that must have been laying there. Really like this Grusha card too. Grusha was a gym leader from the games, from Scarlet and Violet. A lot of fun details. There's a Glaceon looking through the window there. Grusha's got a mug of hot cocoa, presumably. Some Starly hanging out on the branches there. Just gives you that kind of warm, wintry vibe here. I grew up here in Minnesota, and so I don't know, I've always connected with winter snow themes, that sort of thing. All right, yeah, also really like that Metagross. Helping out with snow removal. All right, and these are two kind of theme sets here. This side is from, it was the holiday calendar set, which I will tell a little bit of a story later about why I actually got that. I wouldn't normally get something like that, but it was fun to open, and they've got these fun kind of snowflake stamps, which are neat. And then this side is the Halloween set, which were super cheap, but a lot of fun. Again, this Okacheke Pikachu, and what I really love is they are in the like classic Cosmo foil. So the hollow on it is just, it looks really, really pretty, which I think goes really well with that card, I think. Also, just a lot of Pokemon I love. I love Darkrai, love Gengar. Don't care so much for these three. They're fine. Oh yeah, Sinistcha. Okay, so Sinistcha is evolution. Wonder what the little guy then is. I do like Teal'c Ogerpon. He's a fun addition. They're from the DLC. So. Great, now this is more of like a grassy kind of green vibe here. Got the apple Pokemon. I believe they're from Sword and Shield. Oh, I actually just picked up this Executor too from that card show. I really like that artist. They got this one, this Pinsir, and then, oh man, I think it's a Alolan Dugtrio with like the mane of hair. What a weird variant, but so fun. I got to get that one because that would line up perfectly with those two. Lediba and Ledian are, I love them. I wish like Ledian got another evolution or a mega evolution. I always loved them growing up. I think just because in the game the sprite of Lediba is actually like kind of big. It takes up a lot of the screen. So I think as a kid, I thought, oh man, they must be like kind of powerful. No, unfortunately they're not. But yeah, I think last time I mentioned these Pokemon of Ruin, and really like this one. Again, giving sort of like this storybook, like you could just imagine, you know, you're traveling through a forest. There's this kind of gap in the forest, and you look through and you see this like big old slug thing. And yeah, I love the framing of it, the positioning of Wo-Chen back there. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like there's sort of light streaming down the top here, and you can see it a bit with the texturing. It's hard to make out there, but I really like that one. This is kind of nighttime vibes here, sort of darker ones. I don't know, I do really like this one, but this Cleffa is really, really cute, and this is by Hyogonosuke. Another one of my favorite artists. A lot of great art from Sword and Shield they did, but I love the simplicity of it and the mirroring. Clefairy. Clefairy is one of my favorite Pokemon. I just love the moon vibes. So just a really, really kind of striking, especially for a Cleffa card. And then this is Miraidon. I thought this was a really fun art of going to visit I believe that's Fido there in some apartment. It's by Kentaro. Really like their work. The lighting in here's really nice. Just sort of the darkness, but the glow from Pokeball lamp. It's really nice. Oh man, yeah, a lot of good ones here. This Groudon as well. I really hope Kyogre gets a illustration soon, but this one is really just so dynamic. The lighting is just really intense on Groudon here. The volcanoes in the background. Really cool. Right, and then this one is kind of, I don't know, it's like a mix of like desert, savanna, that sort of thing. Really like this Flygon artwork here in some sort of desert oasis. That's another one of those, I don't know, tropes or stereotypes. I don't know if you ever played Paper Mario on Nintendo 64. There's a level where you're kind of wandering this big desert, and it's hard to find, but somewhere along the way there's like this oasis where you get this like power up for one of your party members, and playing that as a kid always, I don't know, I always thought that was so cool. I kind of like the Tyranitar. I don't know. He's just kind of stanced there. I wish there was more like him kind of like on a mountain sort of vibe. The furret's really cute. And this is sort of like a sky sort of theme here. Really love this Altaria. Altaria is another one of my favorite Pokemon. Again, blue and white. I guess that's my thing here. But I also just love clouds, and this actually kind of reminds me of a while back I took a trip with my brother to Iceland, and just this coast here, there was a beach with this kind of coastline that looked really similar. So I think it kind of reminds me of that. You can kind of see the texturing with the sun over here, which I love. Yeah, just a really serene, up in the clouds kind of vibe, which I love there. Yeah, this cast form is fun just because it like gives you a like 10,000 foot view of the map of the game, Paldea, which is sweet. You can see kind of the surrounding areas, and then there's Area 0 in the middle, which you go into later in the game. All right. Yeah, this one's kind of a mishmash too. I don't know if it's supposed to be like sort of city vibes, pink vibes apparently. But I don't even really remember Miriam from the game. I think she's like the school nurse or something. But this illustration it slaps. Just this like, I don't know what you call it, almost like comic book kind of style. And then her like popped sort of off the background there. This is by Akira Komiyama. Really love their work. They've also got, they also did this Miraidon, which I love. But yeah, just really love that illustration. This is sort of my promo page actually. So early on, and I guess throughout, I would get the Pokemon Center ETBs. And so each of these are ETB promos. And at one point, I did have the Pokemon Center ones for the Pikachu, the Miraidon, the Eevee. I don't think I actually had the Noctowl. But I also had Snorlax from 151. And then here, this is all that I have left of my Van Gogh Pikachu, which I had gotten when they originally released it. And that's actually why I had bought the winter calendar, was you had to buy, I think it was like $30 or $40 worth of product, and then they'd give you the Van Gogh Pikachu for free with it. So I did that back in, I think that might have also been in 2023 actually, when that came out. And I held on to it for a really long time. You know, obviously the price started to rise pretty significantly. I had never graded anything before, and so I was like, you know what? This seems to be a pretty gradable card, so I sent it in, came back at 10. That raised the value even more, and I was like, man, I like this illustration. It's really nice. Also, there's some other things I would like, so I ended up sending it to a consignor. They sold it for me, which was a really slick process, and yeah, I used it to buy some other cards, I believe, and actually funded one of our vacations. And so, yeah, I think, you know, that's how I've mostly tried to kind of stay in the hobby, is using, I don't know, some of it's luck, like just being able to get the PSA 10. But some of it's also just like kind of being in the hobby and being connected to what's coming, what's hot, that sort of thing, holding on to stuff. Which, I mean, I'm definitely just like a collector first. But yeah, just got lucky with that getting 10. So yeah, it's nice having some of those promos yet. All right, these are again from sets I opened. I believe this is Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved. I think this is, I did open one prismatic ETB, obviously hoping for some, you know, nice cards. Got a lot of great illustrations though, so I really love this Noctowl here. This also has been a really playable card, which I just throughout this past year have started playing first online, and then have done one or two in-person events, which has been really fun. Yeah, this is my one kind of evolution from Prismatic. You know, Prismatic's okay. I know a lot of people like it, which is great. I didn't really connect to it. I think the hats were a little bit of a tough pill to swallow. Obviously the price is a tough pill to swallow. I've been slowly trying to master set Evolving Skies. So I was like, you know what, that's my evolution set. I will kind of sit this one out, but I do really love Espeon. Love the texture on that. These also are from opening there. I think this Houndour is actually a Master Ball Houndour, which is kind of fun. You can see it there. Right, and then this is kind of my DLC page here. So I do actually really like, you know, especially these two. And Ogerpon is nice. This Ogerpon is interesting. I think this is actually also another ETB promo. But the interesting thing is, I don't know if it's just with this card, but it actually has like a bit of like a glitter effect that normal art rares don't really have. I don't know if you can catch it there, but you know, it just seems like they only did that effect with this card. Maybe there's some others that I'm unaware of, but I guess this is another kind of sort of dark, spooky vibe. I love these these here. This is by James Turner, who has done some art for some merch for Pokemon. He also made a video game, The Plucky Squire, I believe. And it's all in this sort of artwork, but Just the story these three tell is just so funny. They're just creeping on you. They're looking, they're watching. And then this Kingdra is just really, really cool. This is sort of a I don't know if this is like a traditional Japanese. Yeah, it's sort of got the kind of Great Wave style to it. It's a really, really gorgeous card there. Really like that one. I love water, obviously blue, that sort of thing. So this is like overflow from earlier here. Okay, this is sort of like some character rare stuff. So this is like Larry's page. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna organize this, but like this is kind of Arvin. These are actually Korean cards. This is from a Korean booster box that I opened with a good friend of mine. So I think I might keep the Arvin ones just because they go together so well. These are just other illustrations that came from that Korean booster box here. Ones that I really like, but I'm not, I don't know, just the, I like collecting English, I like Japanese. You know, obviously Korean artwork, it's like the same art itself. The feel of the card is quite different. And then you might be able to tell or not, but it is sort of muted, the coloring. And it is kind of similar, you know, on both sides. So, yeah, I'm not sure how much I'll keep of the Korean stuff. Arboliva, actually use them in my grass deck, so that's kind of fun. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to take these out just because for the Destined Rivals, Glory of Team Rocket sets, I've kind of divided those. I have a Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 binder. And I've divided those cards between the Gen 1 and Gen 2 binder. So I don't really need to have those, as well as these. These are just kind of overflow from the Korean sets we opened, I believe. All right, this is getting into now kind of the mega block as well as ZA. So again, this is from stuff I opened. This is actually from Ascended, I believe, which I've had a great time opening. Thankfully to some of the pulls I've gotten. But yeah, just some fun kind of half arts here. Really love the Dratini. Got a mega attack rare there. Got a couple really nice Uniori. They're another one of my favorite artists, especially from recent sets here. Yeah, and then this is also, I believe, Ascended. I got, these are 3 different variants for the Rayquaza. This is the Dragon Energy one. This is the normal holo, and then this is the, I don't know if that's a level ball or, timer ball maybe? Timer ball would make sense because it takes so much time to catch them, at least in the original games there. So, all right, and this is into Chaos Rising. This is actually really fun because this was my first pre-release I did. The pre-release is a couple weeks before the set comes out. You can go to local game store for a pre-release event, which basically you get, it's called a Build and Battle box, which comes with a pre-constructed deck and 4 packs. You rip the packs open and then use cards from those packs if you want to supplement the deck that you got. So the theme deck I got was around this Delphox here. And so there's 4 different kind of archetypes of decks that you'll get. So I got the Delphox archetype. That's why it comes with the stamp here. And then some of the pulls I got were this Mega Greninja and the full art. The Build and Battle kit comes with this just like art card, which I didn't realize and I really love. It's just fun having something to kind of commemorate that set. So, and then just some fun, again, half arts that I got here. So, oh yeah, and these were other pulls that I got from that Build and Battle kit. So I really like the Beldam, Matang, this Watchhog, just watching over the city. A dark knight, a protector. I actually really like the illustration though with the prism tower in the background here. And then, oh yeah, okay, so got the big boy Charizard, Japanese here. Man, to be honest, I'm not much of a Charizard collector. I have a few. But this illustration is just insane. For one, the texturing, which I'm trying to catch, yeah, you can kind of see there, is really dynamic and really adds to the art itself. But just the contrast between the black and blue of Mega Charizard and the darker red here. Even just the lighting on Charmander is so cool. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's just sort of just lit by fire. Like the lighting is all coming from the fire here, which is just so dynamic and so interesting. And yeah, this is by Dan Chow. They've got a lot of great art here. The other card they did, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is the Mega Gengar. And the reason I was able to get this one, which is, a pretty pricey card, is because I pulled the Mega Gengar from my Ascended Heroes. I got a few booster bundles from Pokemon Center. So I think I gotten 4 of them. I was able to pre-order. They came in, I was just planning on kind of holding on to them for a little while. That's sometimes what I do, is just hold on to some stuff, and eventually if it goes up, then I can use that to fund, like I said before, other cards that I actually want. But it was a Friday night. I was feeling good for some reason. I was like, you know what? Why don't I rip one of these open? So I did, and didn't get anything too crazy. I think I got Erica's Tangela, actually, which I was thrilled about. That went into my Gen 1 binder. That was a card I was actually hoping to get. So that was fun. But didn't get much else, beyond that. And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling really good tonight. I'm going to open one more. And so I opened one more, and the first pack had the Mega Gengar in it. And I was shook. I could not believe I pulled it. And so that was another one where the centering looked great, the condition looked great. Earlier in the year, I had sent the Pikachu in, and so I had a little bit of experience with PSA. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to send this one in too. So I sent it in, did a little bit higher of a tier just to get it back sooner. And wouldn't you know, it showed up as a 10. And so I was like, okay, I like the artwork. It's pretty good for the Mega Gengar. I like this a lot better. And so ended up selling the Mega Gengar actually at the show that I went to recently here, and used the funds from that to be able to get this one as well as some other things. So but yeah, this is now kind of towards the end. Yeah, so this is another fun thing I've been doing with binders, is collecting sleeves for the binder, the set, or the era. A lot of fun ones here. Really love this one. This is part of a set of 9 sleeves one for each generation. And so it's got the little squishy friend there, Clodsire. And so I'm going to move all of these. These are going to be at the front of the binder. They're going to kind of start the whole binder here, which I've done with my Gen 2 binder and I believe my Gen 1. Oh, and my Gen 3 actually. So that's just been a nice touch to start it up here. So, all right, that's the, the end of that. So I'm going to now take all these out, figure out how we're going to organize them, put them all back, and then we'll just kind of go through it quick here. So let's do that then. All right, so we've reorganized all the cards in the binder, and let's just take a quick look at how it looks here. So, like I said, first page here is now all these sleeves. Really like just how this starts out the binder, some scenes from the game like Area Zero, and these two are the Pokemon Center ETB sleeves, which is just a nice touch to start it out with. And then the first 2 pages here, I decided to go with kind of trainers and then starters. And then I kept this one here just because it is kind of connecting with Arven. Not sure if I'll keep it like that. I do have another section later on that I was thinking these 2 cards might fit well in, but I like the look so far of this here. And then this page I kind of dedicated to just like notable new Pokemon from the 2 games, and so in the middle on each side I've got the 2 legendaries, and then I've got the Baxcalibur line, which I used in the game. I really like this card here of a Paldean Wooper. It just gives a really nice, it feels like just sort of the start of your journey. I think this is like the first Pokemon Center you come across, which is fun. I always love this artwork of Espathra. I think that's it's Akira Gawa. And again, Ceruledge and Armarouge, 2 I really like. Bellybolt, I think, was one I used on my team. And then again, got the Goldango connecting armor here. And so yeah, I just really like the look of this with the 2 box legendaries kind of anchoring the center on each side there. Here I kind of consolidated cards that I had pulled from opening packs, and so this is from the Scarlet Violet set. This is from Paldea Evolved. And again, I like having a bit of variety where it's not just art rares and special art rares, but there's also half arts and EX cards and full arts. And I think I mentioned before that these binders start to feel almost like sort of like a visual journal, and so a lot of it is just sort of, okay, well, what feel do I kind of want to evoke for myself? And I'm looking through here, and yeah, these just remind me of kind of the early days of the era when I was opening some of those first sets, and it's nice to break up to the just the visual look from, again, not just having like full artworks, but some of these half arts and that sort of thing. So really like how that turned out. This is my future and ancient section. This isn't complete. There are a few other cards here that I'd love to get. I don't know if I want to get all 3 of the kind of mirror versions of the Gen 2 dogs here. I think they're from, I believe, Black and White, but there's one, I believe it's Iron Crown maybe, where he's like sitting on top of kind of a mountain, and it's got this like futuristic Japanese vibe. I think there's like a cherry blossom tree in it. Just really cool art there. And then there's cards for like Fluttermane and Screamtail and Brute Bonnet that I would like to get as well. So that will fill out a little bit more here if I've got space for that. But yeah, I really like having, you know, a page dedicated to each of those here. Again, this is the winter calendar and the Halloween set here. Fun just to have, you know, those two holiday themed cards here. And again, with this, got kind of the memory of getting the Van Gogh Pikachu with this calendar set, and then the Halloween. I just love the Mons they chose and the Cosmofoil with that. So, all right, both of these are going to be water pages. I know there are several more kind of like water themed cards that are out there that I'd like to have, and before I just had it all consolidated to one page, so I figured since I'm reorganizing this, might as well open that up to two, and down the line, if I ever pick any more up, I've got some space to fill out here. So for now, I just kind of had sort of a light water theme and a bit darker over here, and yeah, I like how that's turned out so far. All right, and then this is again kind of the like morning sunlight or sort of cozy vibe here, and then this is more of the like desert or savanna kind of style. And I like how both those turned out as well. And then I did the same thing for snow. Snow is like another, I guess, visual theme that I really enjoy, and I know there's a ton of snow-based cards, and so I decided to open that up to 2 pages, and that'll give me some room here to fill it out. Once, you know, if I ever go to card show again, or just I'm looking through some that I want to throw in here, I've got some options. I've also thought of like just putting some kind of half art, you know, commons, uncommons, or hollows. There's a lot of great artwork there that might be able to fill that out nicely as well. All right, and then I've got what has kind of turned mostly into like even like a tropical theme, which I really like. I might end up moving these two, even though this, you know, these 3 go together as an evolution line. I do like kind of more the tropical vibe here, and you know, I'm getting that Doug Trio at some point, and there's some other cards here, even the Meryl that I have in the water section is kind of tropically, so I've thought of, you know, maybe I could move that here as well. But then I've got this dark section. I really like how this filled out here. Some of these were spread out on different pages, but again, love the the creepers artwork there. And I don't think I talked about the Houndoom before, but I just really love this artwork. It's mostly kind of grayscale, except for the eye and this like red streak, which is just a really, really cool touch, I think. All right, and then yeah, I've got kind of a sort of city urban vibe, I guess, here. This Metang I had pulled from actually Chaos Rising, which was really recently, but I thought that went really nice with the Steelix. And so, yeah, I like how this page turned out. And then the sky-themed page is pretty much mostly the same, except I think I swapped out one card for the Sunflora, which really like just kind of the blue vibe and the clouds in the background, which I think go with like the clouds here, and then these are more, you know, kind of airborne, and yeah, just like how that all turned out there. And they consolidated down the prismatic evolutions to this so far. Don't know what I'll fill with these pages. Maybe I'll eventually get. I kind of like the Eevee special art from the set, as well as the Sylveon Sylveon is up there more, and it's not a huge chase for me, but it is one that I liked more out of some of the other ones. So, but yeah, and then again, just some cards that I had pulled, the Master Ball Houndour. These are all Pokeball cards. And again, nice just to break up some of the visual of not just having the full arts here, but also having some of these half arts. So like how that turned out. And then this is the DLC, a couple pages here. I don't think I really changed anything on this side, but added DLC characters and Pokemon to this side. I do have Blood Moon Ursaluna coming in, as well as the evolution of Sinistcha, or maybe this is Poltergeist, maybe that's what it is. So that will go next to this one, and they're kind of connecting arts there. So yeah, there's maybe a few other, maybe like a card for Carmine would be nice. But that should, yeah, that should mostly kind of fill out these 2 pages here. All right, and then this one, I believe I consolidated down a bit as well, but I figured this could be kind of like trainer cards, so, or like trainers Pokemon kind of cards. So got the Larry's Star Raptor. Larry was he was a lad. He was a good guy in the game. And then Arvin's cards here. I think there was a few others. Oh yeah, I think there's, I was looking maybe at like, I think it's Iono's Kilowattrel would be fun, and then Iono's Belly Bolt, that sort of thing. And honestly, maybe just get a couple more kind of half arts like these, but in English. These are all Korean, from a Korean booster box a friend and I had opened, which is fine for like kind of the full art. For some of the half arts, I might just want to get English ones since those are so cheap. But yeah, that would be fairly easy, a couple pages to fill out, I think. All right, and then this is the end of kind of the Scarlet and Violet block. I don't know, I've got these Black Star promo, so maybe I'd get some more of those. I was also thinking at one point of getting, I think I'd showed earlier that in the Build and Battle boxes, there's 4 different promos that have a stamp for the set that they're in. And so I was thinking of maybe getting some of those promos, for the Scarlet Violet block set, and having those stamped cards here, which might go nicely with the E2B promos on this side. Yeah, might look into that a little bit more, and that might fill this out and kind of complete it nicely as, okay, this is the end of this block here now. And then this is getting into the Mega Evolution block, consolidated. Again, this is, I believe, all, Ascended Heroes for these 2 pages. I think I'm going to keep it to 2 pages. We'll see. We'll see, I guess, how long the Mega Evolution block goes. It's kind of rumored that Winds and Waves might not be coming out until not this fall, but next fall. So that would still be quite a few sets between then and then the Winds and Waves block. If that's the case, I might have to, consolidate this down to just maybe 1 page. But for now, I've got 2, and I like how those look together. And then consolidated down the Chaos Rising to just 1 page. Again, there's the stamp promo for pre-release kit and the art card. I might also look into getting more of these art cards. That would also, maybe be a nice thing here to do, is have like art cards for each of the sets. I'll have to look into seeing like if you can just get those easily on eBay or something. But yeah, and then I was actually able to pre-order the newer set coming out here. Oh, what is it called? Is it Pitch Black? So I am looking forward to opening some of that and maybe having some cards to put in here. And I think there's a Rayquaza set coming after that, which I'm sure should have some pretty good art as well. So, all right, and then I've got Charizard Lonely in the back here. I do really want to get the Mega Dragonite special art. I feel like that would contrast really nicely, kind of dark and light. There are a lot of sort of dark themed Mega cards and some light themed ones. We'll see if I actually, I'm able to get some of those here, but I feel like that would be a fun and fun way to like end the binder, or get to the closer to the end of the binder. So, and then this, I believe, is, this is the last page I've got. This is for the Legends games. There's a few more cards here that I'd like to get, but I like even these half arts that show like the tower in the background. And there's like Lumio City is another like full art stadium card like this, and a few other trainer cards and maybe some like art rares like this as well. So, but yeah, like how this is starting off so far. And again, so I've got, these 2 pages and I guess this last page here. So, filled out pretty well here for the most part. I feel like I'm, 95% there, which feels good. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there for now. And in the future, I'm hoping to do maybe a few more kind of binders. Like I said, I have a dedicated binder for Gen 1, 2, and 3. Those are all like mixed cards from the era. Like my Gen 2 binder has the Japanese exclusive Versus series. It has Heart Gold, Soul Silver cards. It has Sword and Shield, art rares, that sort of thing. So that is a mix of a lot of different eras, as well as my Gen 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 binders. And then I've got what started as a Evolving Skies master set, trying to complete. Obviously that is a very expensive set that's been slow going, and it is also kind of my Sword and Shield era set, so that's got some like Legends Arceus cards as well. So at some point, I would like to look through those binders too, and maybe just give a tour of that. But we'll leave it at that here for now. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.